pigeon position is a very common yoga pose. I love the pose because I have a lot of tight hips, and it's a great pose for me to get into. However, I do notice that typical pigeon stretch does not get all the fibers of the glutes, so I modified it in order to get a few more fibers. Remember, the glute medius and glute max, they're big fan muscles, though they span a good trajectory. So it's really important to get all these fibers on the side of the hip, okay? So the typical pigeon pose starts on the ground. So what you want to do is just get in the hand and knee position here, okay? You're going to bring one leg over the affected leg. So the leg that I'm working on is this one here. So you want to get the left one over the right, and you want to sink into this position, okay? Typical pigeon pose, you would put your belly down and creating a good stretch through the bottom part of the glute, like so. And that is the first position that we get into. So your knee is about 12 o'clock, facing forward, okay? And you're feeling typically around this area. Now, as we get through about 30 seconds into this stretch, you'll notice that a good relief in that area. The next step is to get your knee towards 9 o'clock, okay? If you're doing the left leg, it will be the 3 o'clock position. So I'm going to get into this position here, okay? You'll notice my knee over here is pointing towards that 9 o'clock. In this position, also, when your hips are tight, you'll want to just open up the hip like this. This is no good. You're not creating enough leverage here. So what you want to do is you want to close the hip. Close the hip. Bring your left hip here towards the floor. Okay? You want to close it in order to feel some more. Now, the fibers you're going to get here are getting higher and higher up the hip. You'll notice a different area where you're feeling it. Okay? The whole point is to look for different areas of stretch. Again, you want to hold this position for about 30 seconds to a minute. And a lot of fascial structures here too, so just remember to hold, 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 hold. No pain, light stretch, and let it melt over time. Take some deep breaths. The next position is going to be the 7 o'clock position. So I'm going to move that knee a little bit further down, okay? And then you're going to do it again. You'll notice the higher fibers of the glute up here being stretched in this position. So again, close the hips. It's going to be harder and harder for you to close the hip in this position. However, just try the best as you can. I like to hold this pose 3 seconds in each position. And don't be afraid to look for spots that are tighter than others. So sometimes I will scour and look for the one spot that is really tight. And this, for me, is the tightest spot. So from there, I'm going to put some more pressure and close my hip and really put some pressure into it while relaxing, okay?